Hello, everybody. This is my very first episode, okay? This is my very first episode on my new network, okay? We're not just going to call it a podcast because we're going to have multiple different shows on this one network, the Gum Network. As you can see behind me, Gum Network, okay? Not gum like chewing gum. Gum stands for Global Unification Movement. That's Global Unification Movement. Because I'm going to talk about things and educate people and have hard conversations about topics that we need as a whole culture and society um, to bring us together. Okay, to bring us together to make awareness, all type of things. A couple of different things that I am going to cover in some of my shows. We're going to have one. Our first show is going to be about safe sex. Yes, safe sex. There's a lot of shows about sex. There's a lot of controversy of the male and female perspective. No, we're going to cover topics of safe sex and sex in general because it's not covered enough. There's not enough education on safe sex. And people might not want to hear that, but the AIDS rate is going crazy right now. So it's definitely needed, and I will definitely be covering that. Yeah, and our second show is going to be on marijuana addiction. Okay, it's going to be like a marijuana anonymous type of situation because that's not talked about enough. It's not talked about. Yeah, they made it legal in the country or whatever, but it's not talked about the addiction that's happening right now with the tobacco, with the marijuana itself. Like it wasn't meant to be used as frequently as it is used, and it is doing things to our brain. So yeah, I will be having that show. That's going to be my second show. My third show is going to be creating with Amber. Because I am Amber, I'm going to be interviewing myself, and we're just going to start it right here. I am a creator. I create things. I created this painting right here. This is a commissioned painting, so I won't be keeping this. But every episode, I will have a different painting in the background. Because, you got to promote yourself too. Podcasts don't pay the bills. Okay? Uh, Creating does for me. So everything that I have on will be created by me. I did create this sweater right here. I will have a link to all of my merch that I will be selling. I will be selling this along with other stuff. A little about me. I was born in Oakland, California, raised in Stone Mountain, Georgia. Yes, raised most of my life in Stone Mountain. I did live in the heart of Atlanta for some years. Yeah, but did all my schooling in Stone Mountain, Georgia. So that gives you a little bit about that background. What do I do for work right now? I actually own a patent. I own a U.S. patent for a hair product. It's called the Wrap Cap. If you ever seen it, I will be bringing that out. Don't even worry about that. I will be showing y'all that. But it is called a Wrap Cap. It's a bonnet with two brushes on each side. So when you twist it, it wraps your hair. And everybody always asks me how did I come up with that. Yeah, when I was in high school, taking one of those tests you take to figure out what you want to do in life, I was reading through all of my options and I didn't want to do anything. Nobody want to work. I do not desire labor. I do not dream of labor. Okay, like that meme. I don't, and I never did. So when I told my teacher, like, I don't want to do none of this. I want to paint on the beach. That's it, or paint in different places. He said, well, the quickest way to wealth is to invent something. And I was 16, so I'm like, invent something. Okay, so from that day forward, I just continuously thought, what can I invent? And I was always very crafty. I always made things. Not only do I sew, I paint, I do ceramics. I pretty much create. You know, when a creator starts to create, there's no limitations. I can create a car if I wanted to. So there's that. So yes, so I came up with this patent. I was blessed, for lack of a better word, I was blessed with connections. My uncle, shout out to you, Uncle G. My uncle was a lawyer, and I told him what I was trying to do. I was trying to patent this product, and he put me in touch with another lawyer who actually did the patent for me for little to nothing. And shout out to you, Michael Benz. I'll shout you out because my favorite lawyer. And yeah, so I started the patent process, and 3 years later, I was granted a U.S. patent. Yeah, so I didn't actually get the product though until 2020 to the beginning of 2020. I didn't get the product because it's a long process. People think you just think of something and you get millions. No, that's not how it works. You have to think of something. You have to pay an engineer. I didn't have money to pay an engineer, so you know what I did? I went to a couple stores and put some stuff together, and I was again blessed. Sometimes things just align with a manufacturer. I had to go through a couple of manufacturers. I had to go through a brush manufacturer because it's a bonnet with two brushes on each side. So I went to a brush manufacturer first. And after I went to the brush manufacturer, I went to another manufacturer to actually put it together. And thank God they worked with me, okay? Because normally you need CAD files, you need designs, you need a whole layout of how you're going to manufacture a product, especially if it's a new product. And I didn't have any of that. I was very young, very young. So by the grace of God, I got my shipment in 2020, the beginning of 2020, and that's when COVID kind of started to happen. And I started to promote, and I sold about 95% of my inventory in a 3-day period, going viral on TikTok. That's when you could go viral those days. These days is a different story, but so that's kind of where I started, and I quit my job in 2021 because I got pregnant. Yeah, not having safe sex. um, yes, I got pregnant with my first child in 2021, so I kind of quit my job and went full time as an entrepreneur with the backing of my partner, spouse, whatever you want to call it. Um, so yeah, so now we're in 2025. I pretty much sell out every year. But I just wanted to diversify, you know. The creator's brain is always moving. I might have a mild case of ADHD. That's fine. You got to take the good with the bad, superpowers, offset some other stuff. Um, so yes. So I am transitioning from my patented product from focusing on it full time to my next product, which is kind of like the the plan was always for my patented product to fund my second product, which is an underwear line. I have an underwear line. I started it in 2018. I started this underwear line. It's male and female underwear, and it does have a pocket on it that you place a condom in, and I will be showing you that later too. Um, yes, to promote safe sex though. So I started in 2018, and I actually I got a small batch, and I actually sold out of my small batch. I sold out of my small batch, but again, I was working on the wrap cap, which is my patented product. I was working on that for years prior to this. Just with going back and forth with the manufacturers and getting the engineering right and things of that nature. So, yeah, I started my underwear, sold out in 2018. I had like a little launch party. It was great. My friends supported me. My family supported me. It was great. And that was my passion because I'm passionate about safe sex because I've been put in situations, and I know people that have been put in situations that could have been avoided um, if safe sex was a thing in our culture. We have to bring it back to the culture, and I was tasked to help with that because the universe has gave me these thoughts, and all I can do is project it onto the world. So yeah, so I sold out of my underwear in 2018. I continued to do it in 2019, and then when I got my shipment in 2020 and sold out, I knew I had to focus on the wrap cap because that's what was bringing me money. So I kind of like put the underwear to the side, but now fast forward to 2025, I'm back at it. Back at it strong. So yeah, that's my second it's my second venture. Okay. Even though I have a few different is like my business is called Gum Products because I knew I was gonna have a plethora of products with my brain. It just keeps going. Like I could just think of something right now, and it's like, oh, I want to do that. You know what? I think I'm gonna do that. So, which is a gift and a curse. You got to learn how to kind of like focus yourself, but it's been working for me so far. So, yeah, that's a little about me. I have been drawing. Okay, to pivot a little bit, I've been drawing or painting probably since I don't know, it's a birth probably. I probably remember drawing my first thing in maybe kindergarten. And I just continued. My mother is an artist as well, so I get my artistic side from her. I am a I have been in several art shows. My art was featured in the White House in 2012 during the last year of Obama. Shout out to him. Yeah, I went to the White House, and I've been in a few art shows, several actually. I thinking about doing an art show coming up in December. Wait on that. December of 2025. Um, and but art was always something I kind of did on the side. It's like I would say a stress relief for me. Like I draw something, I see a vision in my head normally, and I just draw it out. And as I'm drawing it out, it's like a therapeutic situation for me to paint and draw and things of that nature. I never really took it too seriously, but I just kept getting awards for it, which is great. I'm a deep drawer too. I'm diverse. I will say I do draw different things, but I like to draw deep stuff like I would say I like to protest with my art. Um, yeah. So yeah, that's me in a nutshell. That is definitely me in a nutshell. This was just a introductory to me in my channel. Okay. Thank you guys for listening. I will definitely be hosting more things in the near future. I heard the key to content creation is to keep going, to keep steady, to keep on it. So we're going to keep on it. Okay. So, yes, please subscribe, like, all that, comment. Tell me things that you want me to talk about, or just stay tuned. And you will be learning things. It will be a fun situation. It will be some educational stuff too. But we're here. We're here for the long haul. Established 2025.